when you feel the need to just sit and chat or smash some things or find a cat when you're done with the hectic day you have had, or you just want some fun cause you're a little sad. When you feel like you just need to be in the room, the doors are open, come on in, welcome home. Life can be like a puzzle to solve, the pieces are everywhere and your thoughts just revolve. But when you laugh with your friends and there are hugs all around, when you're quiet and lurking cause you just can't right now, when you're tired and angry, happy, sad, or okay, come on in, welcome home, we're happy to see you today.
Hello, friends. Wrong one. And welcome home. And I'm really kind of just going to jump right in because of that. Word nerdiness. Garden path sentence. And I am going to put this up on the screen. I'm not even going to say it. Just look at it for a second. What is it actually saying? Confusing as that is at first read, it's not ungrammatical gibberish. It's just a garden path sentence, or one that leads you off the main track of interpretation and onto a syntactically baffling bypath. In this instance, the horse that was raced past the barn fell. The horse fell. But since the past participle raced seems like a regular past tense verb, you might think the horse just raced past the barn, in which case fell makes no sense. From the Word Nerd Calendar by Mental Floss for July 14th. It is July 14th already. Crazy that it's already July. Of course, the fact that I missed an entire month of being home and not paying any attention to the calendar probably has a little bit to do with that. So, yeah, I'm really just going to jump right in. And because it's a brand new game.
Hi, Mother, I'm home.
Jinxie, welcome home. Always happy to see you. Got your first. Since it's a brand new game, DaVinci has interesting intros. So we're going to...
I'm going to bully you, but that's a teaching moment.
I'm going to have to check and see if the sound... House of DaVinci 3. All right, I'm going to have to check and see if the sound is... It's probably a little loud, you know? For my voice, anyway. Can't even spell my name. Okay. Options. Music is at 50%. All right, just let me know if it's too loud. Maybe it's... No, it's not my sound in my ears. So just let me know. What is Chronicle? About King Frederick and his order of justice from 1212 to 1465. Short history of time travel. This extraordinary story begins a long time before I or Master Leonardo were born. It was the year 1212 and Frederick II had just become king. He was a wise man interested in the sciences. He appreciated people for their merits and skills rather than their position in society. The young king quickly showed his aptitude for governance, and it wasn't long before he was crowned emperor of the Romans. His open-mindedness, and according to some, his lack of a moral compass cost him the favor of the Pope and the Church, and so it happened that he stood before a fateful decision. Would he let himself be excommunicated, or would he take his men on a crusade into the Holy Land of Jerusalem? The crusade was perilous, but with it came an unexpected discovery. Somewhere in Palestine in a desert cave, Friedrich and his men found a miraculous device, the The king called it the gate to the Temple of Wisdom, and he brought it back to Europe with him. The device allowed them to visit times when miracles were more common and human knowledge was without bounds. But Frederick very well understood the power that slept within the device and the consequences if it fell into the wrong hands, and that is why he created the Ordo Institutionalis, sworn and bound to the protection of the gate, and built a remote and defensible fortress for it. After his death, the order went into hiding and fell into obscurity, but it never stopped protecting the gate, until the year 1465. I'm sure these events were very important. I will continue my records as I find out more. What happened in the year 1465? If I want my story to be complete, I need to find out. Part 2, about how I became a spy against my will, 1495 to 96. In the year 1495, the young but very ambitious Duke Cesare Borgia showed heavy interest in having his men employed in the service of Leonardo. He wanted Leonardo to be unable to keep secrets from him, but Leonardo was a demanding master, and Borgia's men might have been loyal, but very rarely quick-witted. That's how I fit into the story. At the time, I was staying in the damp cells of Castello Estense. Borgia waited until I had lost almost all hope of ever seeing the light of day again, and then he came with his proposition. My freedom in exchange for me becoming a spy in Leonardo's workshops. I accepted, although I still needed to complete the master's test. Many claim that it is impossible, but I had another advantage over them besides my wit, a device called the Oculus Perpetua. It allowed me to see right inside mechanisms and pierce the very fabric of time. It was no coincidence that it found its way into my hands at that time, but I had no way of knowing that yet. A year has come and gone, and I have become an invaluable assistant to Leonardo. But what happened to Borgia in the meantime? I need to know more, or the book will never be finished. I'm sure it will be historically significant to discover the activities of the secret society, but so far I don't know enough. I think these are our notes that we're going to eventually fill in. About Cesare, like many influential Italians, employed many different artists and scholars. When he got his hands on the plans for the gate, he knew right away that it would be almost impossible to build something like that, but he also knew that if anyone were to do it, it would have to be Master Leonardo da Vinci. For a time, Leonardo could work in peace. Slowly but steadily, he revealed the mysteries of the miraculous device, but as he learned of the gate's power, he started to understand what ramifications there could be if it fell into the wrong hands. On the one hand, he regretted that he ever took such a task upon himself, while on the other he felt that the greatest mystery in human history was just in front of him. 1498 to 1503, about the joys and sorrows of Cesare Borgia. I wouldn't describe Cesare Borgia as the most patient of men, but he understood that work on such an undertaking takes time. Even then, from time to time, he was unable to control himself and showed a glimpse of his true nature. It was 1498 when I witnessed this firsthand. He pressed Master Leonardo, and when unsuccessful, he came to remind me of my part in our deal, and took my sketch of Leonardo's plans to build the time machine. At the same time, the Oculus vanished from my room, but it was comforting to know that he was not behind it. Cesare had his hands full for the next couple of years. He earned a reputation for being a powerful and cunning warrior. With full support of both the Pope and the French King John III of Navarre, nobody could stand in his way. He conquered city after city on his way to creating a unified dominion of northern Italian provinces completely in the hands of the House Borgia. But nothing lasts forever. Cesare became a victim of circumstance that completely reversed his fortune. But what really happened? What caused the despair? The despair I felt from the Duke in the past few years. Borgia must have had a powerful enemy, someone who left him no space to breathe and pursued him systematically, someone who knew about Ordo Institutionalis. I just can't do it. As their discord was surely no coincidence. Seeking the truth of these events will not be easy. But whatever his fate, Cesare Borgia had no intention of giving up. On the contrary, and his way forward was to have the time machine made by Master Leonardo. But for that to work, he needed Leonardo to actually finish it, and to be the first who got to use the completed machine. Life in Italy wasn't easy, even for a clever and experienced sellsword like Cesare Borgia, especially when he had to hide from his enemies every step of the way. Both paranoia and desperation made his visits to Leonardo's workshop more and more frequent. It escalated to such an extent that the master began to fear for his life and finally decided to move to Milan where he could continue his work without interruption, or so he thought. About the time machine of Master Leonardo, 1506-1508. I understood how dire the situation was in the year 1506 when Leonardo invited me to his house in the Florentine Palazzo Gondi. Before my arrival, the master left me a series of notes and indices to lead me to his machine. He had to use it himself before we could meet because both Borgia and the members of the secret society were on his heels and threatened to catch him. Thus I had to find my own way through his house, full of wondrous contraptions and inventions. Luckily, I was able to find most of the indices before Leonardo's pursuers, and I got my hands on a special glove that was made as a unique key to successfully use the time machine. At the last moment, Cesare Borgia showed me why he is such a dangerous foe when he attacked me near Leonardo's machine and was successful in jumping through the gate after me. Before I came to, he stole the glove from my unconscious body and vanished. Fortunately, he had no time to search the place carefully. Otherwise, he would have been sure to find the Oculus Perpetua prepared for me in the tower of Badia Fiorentina. At the time, neither of us knew that everything had gone according to the master's plan. Borgia and I had been taken 2 years into the future to the year 1508, but Leonardo, just a few moments earlier, had used the machine to travel into the past, where he started working diligently to make everything fall into place. It was he who prepared the Oculus Perpetua for me when I needed it, and then took it back to spy on Borgia and the secret society. He found a safe place in the past at the villa of his good friend, Luca Pacioli, where he stayed for an incredible 13 years before we met again. He finally introduced me to his plan to destroy the time machine and made me understand that it is the only way forward, but first we had to obtain the secret of Ordo Institialis. Our first move was to visit a secret library in the monastery of Sacro San Michele near Torino. After a tedious and difficult search, we finally found the Chronicle of Ordo Institialis, and for the first time, we knew the roots of the secret society that hounded Leonardo and had such an interest in procuring his time machine. Regrettably, they hunted us down, and we had to improvise. I had to meet with Leonardo and prepare for the next phase of his plan. Who knows when I'll have enough time to continue with my book. And that is our chronicle. That is what has happened through the first 2 House of Da Vinci stories. Credits play. That was interesting. I'm glad they did that. Just in case you didn't know or hadn't played it. The catacombs at Sacre de Saint Michel in 1508. It's the library. And they noticed me in the window.
There he is! Look up! In the window! Across the room! Get him!
Firing crossbow bolts at me. Moist, welcome home. Damaged. We saw this at the end of House of Da Vinci 2. And it looks like we get sucked into time and get lost. I'm well. How are you? You did come in at a good time because it just started. The only thing you missed was in the main menu was a chronicle, and it was of all the things that have happened in the House of Da Vinci puzzles to story-wise until now. So I read all of that. Hold down left mouse button drag in case you haven't played the other games. Double click to zoom in. Left click to take the item from the statue. It's too high. I can't reach it from here. Push the statue, hold the left mouse button over the icon. pushing stuff. That's new. And then we're going to take that. Double click. And left click to pick it up. This is the same mechanics. Except for the pushing. Same mechanics. An object marked with a cogwheel symbol needs to be adjusted in the inventory before it can be used. A completed item, the tool. I will click the back button in just a moment. I wanted to... Guess that's all the look I'm going to get. Move the item from your inventory to the rectangular shaft and turn. Okay, that's weird. This is auto... It's looking for me, telling me where the things are. Parts of the broken Oculus Perpetua. I need to find a way to get them all. Okay, I gotta fix this. The rail is firmly, what? Attached to the wall. If I want to take it, I need to unlock it. And how do I unlock it? Maybe with this. I need a screwdriver or something. That can't be good. Lever socket. That is not an option. Can't really look up, at least not from here. Rats. Metal shaft. Second part you need to complete it. Okay. So now we have a new lever. Lever. Why are there rats? Rats everywhere. No way I'm going through here. Okay. We're not going through there. Apparently. Wait. No, there was nothing else in here, was there? Just this. Seems the wall behind the statue is broken. It's almost broken. But I can't move the statue anymore. Looks like there's something down here, though. Right there? Okay, maybe not. We're not going to. I was thinking that would... Oh. Can that glow at me anymore? But I can't click any further in. Stop. Can't go forward. I don't want to go all the way to the rat. Why am I looking at this? It's super dark. I don't see any. But just a thing. Seems like I should be able to use this to move the light again. Doesn't let me click in to be able to use the lever. Change this. The last thing that changed was the light. Which I can't reach. The only thing that's given me any indication is this wall. And it seems like maybe if I had this lever. Okay, let's look at fix lever now. I need to insert it back into the original mech. But I tried. Oh, I didn't have to click in. Okay, there's one of them. Part of it. If I were to swing this, what happens if we send that all the way to 1? Nothing. That's what happens. Nothing. Okay. No. Doesn't it seem like I should be able to swing this to there? I don't have the Oculus. It's broken. Rope. Okay. It's kind of weird that it's directing my steps. It's not typical from the previous games. Well, I guess we're done with that. Oh, a notebook. Chronicle Leonardo came from was in my hands. Just a few more minutes and we might have been safe, but they caught up with us. I managed to turn on Leonardo's miraculous device, the Oculus Perpetua, but before I had time to use it, some unknown men started shooting at me. It was bittersweet irony when one of the bolts hit the Oculus. It may have saved my life, but the broken machine then plunged me through different times, prolonging my fall until it stopped working altogether. But where there's life, there's hope, and I'm still alive. I must look for the Oculus Perpetua, find the Chronicle, and find out what happened to Leonardo. I have my work cut out for me. In the depths of the catacombs of the Sacre de Saint Michel, I came across something unique. In one of the corridors is a bricked-up room once used by the architect who designed the place. Several centuries have passed since then, but I think I can find another use for a sturdy desk now. I have to find all the parts of the Oculus Perpetua. If I can't put them back together, my options for escaping this place may be very limited. Will be very limited. Hello, Bartolo. I'm sorry I cannot meet you in person, but the Cardinal is in a great hurry to begin work on St. Mary's Church in Cologne. I need you to assume responsibility for the completion of the catacombs and stay in Avigliano until everything is in order. We have been promised a generous reward from the church, and the monks will be burying their dead here for hundreds of years to come. Let us make it look the part. Do not forget to wall up the room and remove all traces of scaffolding. When you are done, send a message and then follow me to Cologne. We will share the reward as always. God bless you, JL. March the year of our Lord 966. Yes, if you do not want to keep the workbench I bought in Venice, feel free to wall it up along with the room. I have no use for it anymore. screwdriver to... printing press or something, right? Well, that looks like something. So somewhere there's a symbol. Nope. I wanted that. There's the lens. Nope, not yet, I guess. Although sometimes you have to do it the other way around. Nope, not yet. Oh, I didn't need the ball there because I'm going to have to put the Oculus there. Okay, we needed to get this down. We use a screwdriver. And then we can take that piece out. Do I need to flatten it? Or can I then turn this? No. I need to be able to put that in place. Okay. So if we put this here, you need to select the right shape on the table before placing an item. So this is not the right shape. There we go. Okay. Now? There we go. Okay. No, that's not it? Is there something... How is that the right shape? That's very odd. Okay. I'll take that. We go back outside. In there. Pieces. This is bent. No, gotta have all the pieces in place. Seems like it should be the circle. But it wasn't the straight lines for the other one. It's an interesting device. No. That in there. No. Okay, lens. I need to lock the Perpetua frame to the holder before I can add parts to it. Okay. Parts. Pieces. Don't fall on the floor. Spent all that time fixing it. Click on the icon. But I don't want to. When I got closer, pulsating rays appeared around the portal as if reaching to the proximity of the Oculus Perpetua. Left click anywhere on the screen to continue. Hold down the left mouse button in the middle of the portal until it draws you into the past. Catacombs as they're being built, so 960 change. The flow of time is frozen in the past. I need to find something I could do that would influence the present. That doesn't look good. I was actually thinking that I needed to do that. Now's the time to continue toward the stairs. Blocking the well in the past prevented rats from getting through. Catacombs today are free of the rats. Chronicle of Ordo Iustialis. Wait a minute. What about the paper? Portal is closed. I won't find anything interesting behind me. My only way is forward. I was trying to go forward. I want to pick up the paper. Ordo Iustitialis is only a tool and should be treated as such. A good warrior sharpens his sword. A good priest exercises his tongue. Enjoy the puzzles in these. Yeah, I do too. They're kind of deep. This one is a little different than the ones we've been doing before. It's directing my actions and my path and my view. And I don't know if maybe that's just that this level is a tutorial in case you haven't played the other two games. Likewise, he who seeks to make best use of the order will keep it a secret and shrouded in mystery. But tools need to be used carefully because their powers can be turned against their users. You can cut yourself with a sharp sword, do harm with ill-chosen words, and a secret order getting out of control could lead to untold consequences. That is why I am storing the chronicle in this place, and in another I am having a shrine built to commemorate this day. I expect each of my successors to become fully acquainted with the tool before deciding to use it. Pope Pius II? Is that what that... I don't know what year we're in, and I don't know enough Catholic history to know if that's correct. Leonidas Augustinus, and a whole bunch of Latin. No, I don't want to go that way. Why does it keep sending me back? I wonder if I have to go back through time yet. Okay, this is kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Oh! Okay, now it's much creepier. But what if I want to just try it on my own? Am I staying in the past? Oh boy. Really? How did this guy not see me? Uh-oh. He saw me and now he's hunting me. He's waiting for me. He's going to jump out at me. Oh, guess not. Fortune finally smiled on me. The Oculus Perpetua is operational again, and I can use it to visit the past. Even small changes in history can help me carry on in the present. I know everyone is completely blind to me. I'm not making any footfall noises either that they've noticed. But now I should focus on getting the Chronicle of Ordo Iustitialis, because without it I will lose a very important clue. It must have fallen through time with me, and if that's the case, perhaps I'll run into it here in the catacombs. Didn't I just pick that up? Going back to the secret library for it is out of the question. There we go. I found the chronicle on the other side of the catacombs and put it safely in my bag. But this part of it, our adventure isn't over. I need to get upstairs, find out what happened to Leonardo, and make sure we both get away without being chased by these mysterious soldiers. Gotta go over to that door. How do they not? These are the most oblivious people in the world.
I still don't get how he evaded us.
Still don't get how he
The
evaded
monks
us.
must have warned him. Maybe they're even hiding him somewhere.
That's possible. At least we got the one upstairs. Unless he sprouts wings, he'll be getting downstairs in chains.
I'm not so sure. It's taking them too long.
Okay. You are really bad at your job, dudes. Okay, I need... Somewhere is a key. Just a book. Can't do anything with the book. It's not that I can tell. It's just moving over to this space. There wasn't... Okay, that's odd that I can look underneath it like that. I had to flee. Meet me at my friend's house. I'm sure you remember me telling you about him. I'm sure you'll also know how to look at the letter. Then you'll get precise directions on how to get there. Hurry. It's like this. Barara? Okay. Letter opener. Okay, what about that other piece of paper that fell? Must not be important. How did they not hear that thing go click? Tell me that. Knife in there. Dangerous manipulation. Use the letter opener in the first chapter without utilizing the oculus. So I got lucky. And Catacomb Crawl. That was the first chapter. So maybe the first chapter was just tutorial. Villa of Lucia Pacioli, Northern Tuscany, 1508. Loading. Red zone is for loading and unloading only. The white zone is for loading and unloading. There's no stopping in the red zone, something like that. I followed the instructions Leonardo left me and found Lucia Pacioli's villa. It's quite remote, but nicely restored and walled off with a high wall. The house is completely silent, but it is too early to draw any conclusions. Besides, this is where we were supposed to meet, and I need to get in. Okay. I can't just get lucky on this one, can I? Okay. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Whoops. No. Why are you being difficult? Don't be difficult. Was that not it? Did I start here and I messed it up? Huh. Come on. There we go. Ah. It's fiddly. Crazy door. Did assassins even have to do anything in this time period, or were they embellished for history? I would think actually there were assassins because there were usually assassinations for property. I mean, England itself has a whole history of people killing off their relatives so that they will get the title and the property and all that. So you can even wave at them and walk through. Yeah, this one's a little okay. Let's see what we have to do here. Okay, not quite. No, there's something else I need to do first. Okay. Don't get the tongue. Not sure what good that does. This makes the... Oh, okay. Oh my. How do I keep getting lucky? It doesn't... Oh, there we go. I was going to say that doesn't seem to be it. Very, lost treasure. National treasure. Just keeps bringing me to this one. Okay. Need a knife or something. Are you getting the sound? I wasn't sure. Actually, I wasn't sure if maybe the sound was overpowering my voice. How are you, Moist? All good. Okay, I need something that I can put on top of that. I think. Because I can't get into this mechanism. It just keeps taking me back and forth. Or maybe I'm supposed to do that. Nope. Need something to put on top of it. Clue, you're just going to tell me that you need to look at the box. Notebook. I don't have anything in my hand. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Read the book. Main door was barricaded from the inside, but I managed to open it with a good deal of brute force. It seems neither Leonardo nor his friend Luca are here. I need to find out what happened to them, but it looks like their departure, however rushed, was voluntary. Time to go back in time. And then I can put something on there to open up the box. That sounds like a plan. Gotta get up there, though. But that's no help. It used to be that then you would just hold it. No love there. This just takes me to the knot. Big brains, can we have a discussion about these clues? Really? I found something interesting. I just don't have a way to do anything with it. And I can't go around. I can't pick anything up. I mean, a candle holder or something. It looks like this should be something, but it's not. Maybe I just need to be that fast. Nope, it won't let me get to it. I have to have something that I can put on top of it. That just keeps taking me in there. I know what I want. I want that. I want that. I just don't know how to do that. It's... it only takes me to this lever, and this lever does nothing. Mechanical weight scale in the back room seems to have been prepared just for me by someone. Maybe I could try putting something on it. Mechanism is missing something. Bird flew away up there. Freaked me out a little bit. Can I go up the stairs? Is that what I'm missing? No, because that's... I gotta do something to make the stairs appear. It won't let me click low. Only thing it lets me do is go in here. Chronicle of Ordo's book would be perfect fit. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Thank you. A clue that's actually useful. I'm bad. Some of the clues have been just fine. I'm glad you were able to find both this residence and what came to the scriptorium for. You surely noticed this place is deserted. My friend, you know who I'm talking about, and I decided to go to the place where we will all meet. I'm sorry about this test, but I need to be sure that whoever's reading these words is indeed you. Look around, be perceptive, and know that the wind will whisper about the path to take. A friend. As always, I wish you good luck and an open mind. Well, now the book is lost. Unless I go back in time and take it out. This is one of those that as you pass through it, it turns. Maybe not. Those don't turn. Okay, so that's not it. Nope, that's a reset. At least it resets. How many of these games have I been stuck on? That's not going to do me any good. That just puts me back. No. No. That just resets it. Okay. Oh. No, that's not helpful. It was blinking, but that's not helpful. Going up here in this corner is useless because I can't get past there. No, that doesn't help me. I want to be able to turn this while it's in here. So then I can go around. Only path through. But then I can't get out that way. Goes right past. If I go there, it'll turn this. Forgot about this one here. No. Okay. This does nothing. There's no... It doesn't help. It doesn't help me go backward. go that way. It has to be here. Then I can't get where I need to go. That way. Ah. Oh, because there's no bar there. I can only do this. But then I go across this one. Oh! Hey, I got lucky. Hit it with a hammer. Okay. So they intentionally built that door weak enough to be smacked and have the hinge break off. No, I want to look at this. That just begs to be looked at, doesn't it? All right, let's look at this. No. One, two, three. Okay. Letter. Dragons have always fascinated me. Creatures of myth, legends, and fairy tales that instill fear into the hearts of grown men. In my drawings, I will always depict them based on anatomical models of existing animals. The human imagination is powerful, but it is nothing compared to the reality of nature. I can't portray pride, guile, or cruelty better than through the eyes of a feline. I can't imagine stranger amour than the scales of a great lizard. Stronger armor than the scales of a great lizard. But there is one characteristic of dragons for which I cannot find inspiration in nature, and that is their ability to breathe fire. And that is what I was thinking about when I designed the new lighting for the access road to Luca's mansion. Along with the metal body of the dragon's head, I set about repairing the bell tower. The clapper of the bell was nowhere to be found, so I asked Luca to have a new one made. I designed the top of it with a 6-sided cross-section so that it could be mounted on a fixed axis like the one I used for a wine cart, for example. If we decide to mechanize the bell in the future, I'd hate to change it. Behind a massive door... Behind this massive door, I found a room where Leonardo probably spent a lot of time in recent years. The study he used during his time with Luca. It reminded me of his workshops in both Florence and Milan. It seems like only yesterday that I was entering his service under rather unfortunate circumstances. Everything in the room conveys Leonardo's style, ornamental but practical furniture, and lots of mechanical models, tools, and gadgets. You can see that the master had a free hand in its work. On one hand, I'm sorry Leonardo and I won't be meeting here, but on the other, I'm very much looking forward to testing all his inventions myself. Some people would pay handsomely for such an opportunity. For example, Cesare Borgia though he would be more interested in discovering the master's secrets and using his knowledge to gain more power instead of a better understanding of their functionality. This is the letter I just read. I need a cog. Okay, that just wants to go in. Something there. That's not the right. I didn't think so. Another letter. Today I felt a tinge of regret that I did not bring some of my wine seedlings with me. Luca told me he would like to expand his vineyard and I decided to help him. He gave me the former granary to use as my workshop and I started making a model. The biggest problem with the vineyard is water. The grapevine suffers from a lack of moisture as Luca is very often on the road, whether fulfilling his duties as a friar or getting new material for his books. But even when he stops at home, the well is a long way off and watering even the few rows of vines is a lengthy and difficult process. I have to figure out a transportation system for water, grapes, and the final product, wine. The obvious solution is livestock, but there's no room for that. The ground is too soft for a normal cart, but if I could create suitable tracks made of solid material for it, perhaps in time we could even repair and use the old windmill in the middle of the garden to pump water. The master has stayed with Luca since he passed through the gate and into the past. As soon as he laid eyes on the old mill, he was fascinated and thought about how to make it useful. Huh. No. That is not helping me at all. These don't move. This doesn't turn. Yeah, but it doesn't turn. Star doesn't turn. The wheel doesn't turn. This turns, but nothing is happening. I have to unlock it. Something goes there. Not this, is it? Doesn't turn. More pieces. Okay, what could that have changed? That just needs something. Could have changed this, I suppose. But it didn't. Fully into ads here. About to end, actually. Can't click in. Thing. All right, can we go up these stairs? Nothing. Okay. Need a key. Bars are bound tightly together with a chain. I might need a special item to get through. Those look like they should move with all the scratches. Okay. That does not fit there. This needs a cog, so it's not going to fit there. Because this won't turn anything unless there's the cog there. This doesn't turn. I'm sure it has something to do with this, but what? I don't see it changing anything. That doesn't go there. It looks like it should be something. All right, Clue, what do you have to say? That's not helpful. That just takes me in here for a key I don't have. All right. How about this? You have anything to tell me? You know the thing's above me. Whoa. Is that glowing? No, it is not. Just a trick of the light. just looks like that should turn. It doesn't. It's the only thing I have, and that doesn't fit there. Oh, I don't need that. Does that fit in there? No. It takes me all the way in there. But I decided that doesn't fit there. This is a new. A new view. Nope, go back in there. Wanted to turn and see if I could look at that. Like I need to pull the rod out. The clue is to check the desk. I already figured that out. Oh. I didn't see these marks though. There we go. I didn't see these marks. Cart model. Not that far. No? Okay. Now how do I get it to roll? Did not see this before. Lever. Square hole. No. No. Uh-huh. Okay. Now that fits in there. Okay, I see.
Hi, Mother, I'm home.
Welcome home, Ember. Okay, cross-shaped key. How are you today? Okay. Roll. Oh boy. Well, but very unproductive today. Yeah, I understand that. Some days. What happens if we roll stuff? Turn stuff all to the corners? Will that go to the corner? I'm not sure that that's doing anything. Yeah, I wasn't real, still not real into my day using DaVinci as a distraction. Now that doesn't roll anymore, so this is where it's supposed to be. That way. There, there. Go that way, go down. Go that way, up. This one goes down. This one goes that way. Okay. Little bell tower. I know where that one goes. Okay, now I can turn this. Maybe?
Oh, with the lurk!
What's that? Thank you for the lurk. Wooden plate with protrusions. This? No, it's not that. Not this. It's got to be circular. Not that. We finished that. We finished this. Does this go on there? No. Like 2 little arrows there. No, that's a key that I need up there. I need this to go down the path. I can't get it to move. Okay, we got that. Oh, there's a space that I can go explore now, isn't there? This is a large version of the little model. Need a lever. Okay. Windmill. Bell. Okay. This goes here. Now I can take the lion. Not sure what the lion statue is for. Nice wine containers, but also very heavy. I want to see what's behind them. I'll need to find a way to remove them. So there is something behind them. Okay. Didn't think to look. Slide. This whole thing has to move. Thank you, Trilly, so much for the raid. How are you? How is your business? I saw you on your little bee view. No, raid message was deleted. What? Why was that, I wonder? Raiders, welcome in. If you don't know me, I'm Kimmy Amber. I stream a variety of games, and today I'm bending my brain around the House of Da Vinci 3. We've already done the other two. And this one is usual, like for me, very usual, where it starts and stops. Is the emote spam? Well, I can use emotes. Can't you? Yeah, I've seen you guys use emotes. So, yeah, see? It's so cute. Hey, I'm here. I love it. Laborado, welcome home, Trilly. Good to see you all. Yeah, really. It might just be too many that's tripping some automod thing. Yeah, entirely possible, I suppose. 6 is good. Seems to me there is a limit. I just don't know what it is. But I've seen raid messages that have a heck of a lot more. Maybe it's a number in a row. I'll have to look and see if I can figure that out because now my brain is going,
Hi, Mother, I'm home.
yeah, it may be just that there's too many in a row. I don't know. But I should make a note or I will forget. I'll look and see what my settings are because I actually need to change some settings, some other settings, because even my mods aren't able to post links. And I can't post links, which means I can't bring up my message for Discord. So links in chat and emote limit. Anyway, there we go. So, yeah, your little bee was all kinds of busy. $35. Well, that's good. That's good. It all starts somewhere, right? Every little bit helps. Well, see, there's a whole bunch of emotes all in a row. And yeah, they look great. They look great. I've got to seriously, looking at Etsy for these kinds of things is very overwhelming. So, yeah, I've been thinking that I need to. Yeah, that got deleted fast. That got deleted really fast. Excuse me. I think it's a character limit, not an echo limit. Teaching moment. Jinx always sending me back to school. The mod setting, not a Twitch limitation. Okay, I will look. But I can't imagine why I would prevent me from posting links. Setting. Yeah, Jinx is the resident. I'm learning everything I can about Twitch and settings and automation. So whenever I have a question, I go to him, and I actually need to find time. If today is your better day, I need to find time this afternoon to get with you about a couple of things. Mostly the big one that I want right now. Automation is a favorite word. And probably my least favorite phrase in the entirety of the human history is, that's the way we've always done it. Anyway, that was a tangent. Phantasmagoria. Charles Dickens used that word, I think. in A Christmas Carol, didn't he? Phantasmagoria. Yeah, so I don't know where this lion goes. It's not there. Oh. Oh. I didn't know there was bell model. So we should be done there. Yeah. It's really bad in jobs because it's getting better. It's getting better. But the thing about the boomers, and this is not a negative in any way, I'm not disparaging boomers in any way, shape, or form. But in the 90s, Gen X was starting to move into the workspace. And because that meant that there were so many more people for so many fewer jobs, people who did specific jobs didn't want anybody else to know how they did the job. But when they left, they took that knowledge with them. So there's a lot of innovation coming out of that. On the other hand, nobody really knew how to do it. So that became the mantra. That's the way we've always done it. And it's very, it's changing now. It is changing because technology has does so much of what used to be done by hand. Welcome home, John. How are you? Number two. Da Vinci 2? What are we talking about, Laborata? That's such a funny game. What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, Phantasmagoria is a game. Got it. Had to scroll back a little bit. Traumatized you as a child. I have been traumatized by many, many things when I was a child. I don't do horror, and part of the reason I don't watch horror movies ever. Part of the reason I don't is because one of the first movies I remember my father taking me to was a movie called Scanners. And it was traumatic. It really was. Does this go there? I want to be able to go to the side of this, but I can't. Lion. Okay, so we're comparing this room to this track. We've got to get this cart, I think, up here. Way up there. I don't know where the lion is in this courtyard. Good for playing with my 6-year-old daughter. And an employee recommended it. Oh. And that's the source of all your problems. I just saw that, Jinx. Yeah, that's fact. People just recognize that there are better ways. Can I get to this from this side? No, that just takes me back here. I need some kind of a lever. I don't think it's either of these. That would be silly. Because these are models. Oh, what the heck? There we go. There's a key. But I don't think there's anything on here. This goes into a track somewhere, and I thought it would go into the model. But now that we have a key... It's not really this kind of key, though, is it? No. Oh, I know what that key goes to. It goes to the wind-up little cart. Here. No, 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 no. No? Oh, stop. Stop. One false move. Does this key go on here? Yep, wind up the model. And now it goes. I was trying to make this go before and it wouldn't go. And then it gets captured by this. Okay. Well, that's helpful. A lot of this time has been me kind of stumbling upon something. There's that drawer. I can't get in there to get this out. There we go. No, not quite. Almost. There we go. Drawer, you're in my way. Okay. I can't. It's all the way out. I can't click in. Why can't I click in? Because I was focused on the front of the drawer. Okay, is this where the lion goes? No. Okay, that's odd. A full magazine of what? Arrows. Crossbow bolts. I haven't seen a crossbow. Wait a minute. No? Okay. Should I be concerned? No. I think we're done with that. The bell. Where'd the bell go? I attached it to something or I opened it or something, right? So I need whatever goes there. I need a cog here. Because I seriously hope that the crossbow bolts don't go inside the room. I need a key for here. I have this chain I need to open. Those look like they should move, but I don't see anything moving. So this looks like it should turn or move or something. And it doesn't. I can't just push this. But it is going to go along here. Oh, that's back to this. That's where I found the lion. There's something behind the jars. Ooh. I did not see this. Gate mechanism is too far away. I have to... I think when we move the... What is it called? The cart will come around here and trip the wire. Excuse me. I have to get up there in order to use the time travel thingy. This just turns me around to this again. And I can't... Oh, get rid of that. I can't go around it. There's that, but I need the lever that goes to it. There's this. Put something down in here. And then I pull this down to pick it up. And I think that's turns this. Possibly. Need another lever here. Can't get any closer in there. There's a lever up there, but I can't reach it. I think something we do either brings this down or brings the cart up, or both. Because this was facing the door and now it's facing that way. And that happened with this. I wonder, does the lion go in there now? No. It's just the cart. This makes sense, though. The crossbow bolts would be mounted on here. But I don't know where. Or how. There's nothing else I can click in on the cart. Can't rotate on the cart. More than that. Found something here. Bell. Compass rose. Crossbow bolts go on the tower? On here? No. There's no indication of a lion. This looks like it should open. Doesn't it? It's clicking me in here. But I think this is done. It sure looks like this should open. He doesn't turn anymore. Looks like it's locked in place anyway. Looks like something would fit in there. Thank you for coming in, Trilly. Have a good sleep. Okay, let's see what the stupid clue tells me. If I inspect the light... I will surely figure out where to place it. No, I won't. If I was sure. I don't think that goes there because this was just loading the crossbow bolts. And we're done in that. Doesn't go back in there. Nah. Obviously, it goes in... The only place it could go is right here. If we're looking at the... Just looking at this... Seems like it should go there, but it doesn't. It doesn't go in this. That's where we got the little bell, which we found the key in. Key went to the little cart, which came all the way over here and helped open these drawers where we got the crossbow bolt. Correct place right after I first climbed the stairs to the house. Are you kidding? I gotta go more backward? More backward. It's a word. Here. It goes here, which gives me those stairs, I think. No? Okay. Hello, little lion. Good grief. And a letter. Hello, Luca. Last time you asked me why I didn't create something more interesting than my ever-present mazes, so I thought I'd make you happy. What you see before you is a weapon I fashioned after Master Gianette's crossbow, with my repeatable mechanism added. It's rapid fire, yet penetrating and accurate. I set up some targets in the yard. You'll find bolts in the study downstairs. Okay, so I... Okay, what does that do? That's super useful. Up the stairs. Mechanism is blocked by something. Okay. Do I need to... No. Okay. I need to... find... way... Can I turn around? Not turn around. Crossbow bolt. Where's the other thing that came up? On top of the roof, I think. Can't get in there. I was thinking maybe it would go over there. And it probably is. That right there. That's just this. Because I was thinking, what the heck did I just do? That was weird. That. Another lever over there, it looks like. Done with that. That doesn't go there. Also doesn't go there. Yeah, I didn't think so, but in this game, I know you just have to try everything. That's where we got the lion from. Can't get close enough to this to do anything with it. Hellish Cat, welcome home. You've been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you so much. I'm racking my brain, of course. And that resub thing is supposed to have a song to it. I don't remember which song it was. Yeah. Well, you know, I wouldn't go... You wouldn't be that far wrong by calling some of these as torturous as the wreck. So yeah, okay. Where would that... On here? No. These should move. They don't. I need a key for that box. I think there's some little thing that goes there. This is a model of the one that's out in the courtyard. That is not going to go there. That is not going to go there. We're done with that. I need a cog for that, which will make this move to do something. Like a representative of an... Oh, to bring that down to me. There's a couple of things up there, aren't there? This. There's 3 things up there on those. I gotta find the cog, but I have no idea where to look for it. That's done. Don't think there was anything else in this room. I think the only thing was that. This just had a letter in it. There was nothing else in this room. Okay, clue. Oh. Of course. Of course. I gotta go up the stairs and go to the past, or the present, or somewhere. Because the thing is up here. Oh, there's the crossbow. The bolts go in that. Can't shoot unless the crossbow is wound. And how do I wind it? No. The crossbow isn't in the present. Doesn't... Okay, let's go over here. Door. Not there. Not that. What does this say? It seems that at some point in the history of this mansion, a tornado came and tore the vanes off the old mill. The cloth would normally withstand such an onslaught, but it's possible that no one bothered to tilt the blades. After all, as a friar, Luca is frequently on the road. According to Leonardo, he usually either lecturing somewhere or pestering traders from faraway lands to teach him some of the magic tricks. Some of the magic tricks he enjoys so much, I think is what that's supposed to say. Those birds? What is going on with those lines? Okay. There's a tree in the way. That thing is full of rocks. Oh. There are the rocks. How about if I close that? And go. Still doesn't get rid of the tree, though. Can't walk over the bridge unless it's anchored. Here's a target. How do I align the crossbow? That's the next step. In the past, there's a mechanical crossbow near the bridge. There is? Where? Where is there a mechanical crossbow? That just opens the thing where these rocks fell down. Winding mechanism missing from the crossbow, but I believe something from my inventory might help. I didn't even try it. Sometimes the clues are helpful. Okay. How do I fire? I need to destroy these so that they're not in the way of that. This is how I fire. Okay. There's one. Is there more? One directly below me. I think there were 4. Where's the other one? They're not 4. No cart. I am free today, Jinxie. Sorry, I'm totally focused. I wonder if I need to take the bell down. That doesn't sound right. Okay, now that I need one more. See, there's one more still there. So let me... I can't go down from here. I'm stuck up here. Are there 2 of those jars right here? There's this one and this one. That one. Where's the 4th jar? In the corner. How am I supposed to shoot that one? Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I only needed to get rid of the 3. I can't turn far enough to get that one that's in the corner. Oh, maybe I can. Don't mind me. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now I should be able to see this. Don't know what good that does me. But it's something that has changed, so let's go back and look at it. You're about to send me an alert to look at to look at chat. I'm yeah. Okay. Grate seems to be attached. Only a piece of rope. It wouldn't take much to force it open. Okay, but you won't let me click in so that I can force it open. All right, Clue. I used bell in my interactions with Leonard. That means I might need one here as well. Is it? I think it's talking about. So maybe I need to knock the bell off, which is something I actually considered, wasn't it? Okay, this has changed. Oh, because I have 6 left. Okay, now I need the bell that's under there, but that's okay because now I know how to take care of that. Now I can get the bell in the other time frame. And I went through ads again, didn't I? What about the tree? Can I take the tree out? That's the sails. I want to take the sails down so that I have them in the future. Or I have to move this to rotate them so that they don't get destroyed. I don't know what to do about the tree, though. Alright, let's go. Back here. Go see about that bell. Clapper. He said something about the clapper. What did he say about the clapper? Biggest problem is vineyard. Along with the metal body of the dragon's head, about repairing the bell tower, the clapper of the bell was nowhere to be found. I asked Luca to have a new one made. I designed the top of it with 6-sided cross-section that could be mounted on a fixed axis like the one I used for the wine cart, for example. Okay, got it. Keep clicking off of the... There we go. I knew this had to move. And that's the cogwheel, right? No idea what I'm doing here. I'm winding it up and making it go. That's what I'm doing here. And it's going to run into the ropes over here. Pull that thing up. I had something that looked like that, but we used it for something else. I thought that was going to just pull that up out of the way. Apparently not. Back up the stairs. How do I get that out of there? I thought this was going to get that out of there. Can't click in there anymore. takes me in there. Okay. Turn. And I still don't know what to do about the tree that is there. That's the rocks. See, now I'm out of right here. There's no way for me to get from that side because I can't turn this because of the tree that's in the way. I need something that goes there so that it can be lifted up, and I don't know why. I need a lever for here and here. That was a lion. Got to be able to move this, but I can't do that without some kind of key. Still have the key for the little door inside. Nothing else in this courtyard. Need the key for that door. Need whatever to unlock this. I need the cog for over there. I'm kind of out of... I think something goes here. There must be more that I need to do with the crossbow. It must be. But what? Can't imagine shooting the tree. I mean, I suppose it could work, maybe. Because this mechanism doesn't exist in the other time frame. Can't get down from here because this isn't going that way to those stairs that are on the backside over there. Unless maybe the stairs aren't there yet. There's this. Looks like it needs some kind of a key. There's no stairwell even up there yet. To here. So I can play with that. So I can change this. But I can't get down to that level anyway. There's... Ah. There are rocks here. And in the future, they're actually... This has a lever, and the rocks are on the ground. Water shirt over the vineyard near the mill in the past. Are they talking about this? Oh, I wonder if I can shoot that. Looks like I should, huh? Okay, how's that helpful? I need to shoot it again? I don't know if I can get it a third time. Okay. Shoot all the required targets in the second chapter. How could you not? Ring with an ornamental handle. Tool with an ornamental handle. I have no idea where that would go. I think we need to go back again. Is there something up here? I forget. You get to going back and forth and back and forth. That, you know. Oh. Turn around and go down the stairs. What happens? Not that. This. That's in the way. So does that mean I can't now turn that back? No, I can. Not that it helps. The water will run into here. Maybe? That doesn't go there. No. But it might go there. Maybe? No. No. No, they can't go there. That's not the right shape. The door. Door? The door in the past? Put that back over there. Yes. Okay. Open the door. The first thing one notices is that the center of Luca's entire estate is an old mill, but long years of use and equally long years of inaction have taken their toll on it. If we're going to use it for irrigation, we must make the necessary repairs first. But I never believed mere repairs could be enough. One of the reasons the mill is in such bad shape is that the vanes rotated at different angles, destabilizing the whole mechanism. Determined to prevent this in the future, I linked the rotation of the vanes with gears. However, after adjusting the mechanism, rotating the tilt of the vanes proved to be a very demanding activity, so I added modern controls, a new and stronger metal axis with a proper handle that allows you to use your whole body to move it. Once I finished the Archimedes screw in the workshop annex, I can place it in the well and the irrigation system will be ready. Seems there was supposed to be some kind of counterweight on the rope behind the cage. Maybe something would happen if I found it and put it back. Okay. Can't click in any further, so... Wait. Okay. You know what? Around here's a counterweight. Rocks. But the rocks are in the past. inside the mill. I did that. Huh. Okay, my brain needs a break, and so do I. So I'm actually going to go be right back because I went through ads and I'm half an hour. My brain needs to stop for a minute. My body needs to not stop. I didn't mean to be crude. Sorry about that. All right, I will be right back. Just put some music on and I'll see you in a few minutes. All right. What happened to my game capture? There we go. That was going to freak me out more than just a little bit. Okay. You need a counterweight. I'm not sure where to find a counterweight. The left side of the mill interior is a turnable compartment. Is that what I just did? Oh, turn more. Oh, I see. Anything else in here? What is this? Wooden folder. Sketch of the windmill. The rope to the well. Not sure how this helps me. Need a counterweight. Rope. That's a well. Ropes aren't there. I need to somehow get this to lift the well. I'm not sure how the sketch helps me though. Come on. All the way out. What is going on down here? That? Is this broken? And that's what's here? still have one crossbow bolt. Where is it supposed to go? I wonder. There's nothing there. And I think that's what this debris is. Maybe it will occur to me what it might be used for. That needs to connect the pulley that... Okay, I see that. That's to pull the top off of the well so that the wheel can be used on the well. But how? Is the weather vane in the... I didn't even look. It is not. That's no help. Seems to me there must be one more thing to shoot. Actually, no, because I got the Steam achievement that said I'd shot all the targets that I needed to shoot. Seems like... I can't walk across it while it's over there. No, it said it needed to be anchored. Right? Can't walk unless it's anchored. The tree is just in my way. In the other instance. I need rope to go from here to there, or here to there. I need a counterweight here. be rope to go there. Can't even click into that right now. I was clicking on sketches in the workshop, and they didn't give me anything. No, 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 no. See, that doesn't help. How does that help? I need whatever those pieces are. I just don't know how to get to them. Well, that is done. That is done. This? We're doing this again? Or not? Okay, that looks similar to... Okay. Something about the tree. And that's... We've already done this. But I don't see how this helps me in any way. Part of the collection on the writing desk. Just need to use the controls on the left to find a blank spot where I can put it. Oh! Okay. I did not know that that's what I was trying to do. They're done. Well then. Okay, I get that, but what does it do for me? Almost. Okay. I don't know what that does. It gives me whatever this is, an Archimedes screw model. Said something about Archimedes' screw. The wind will whisper about the path to the lake. To take. I thought there was something. There was something he said in one of these about an Archimedes screw. Crossbow. Okay, I guess not. This one? Once I finish the Archimedes screw in the workshop, I can place it in the well, and the irrigation system will be ready. I did see it, but not out of my mind. I mean, I might be out of my mind, but I didn't imagine that. I'm thinking it goes here. Oh, I gotta get all the way in. No. That's not gonna be it. Boy, screeching halt. No, it was this one, wasn't it? Just the mechanisms rotating a little Wayne's proved to be a very demanding activity. Modern controls. Once I finish the Archimedes screw in the workshop, I can place it in the well and the irrigation system will be ready. Well, I can't get down here in the past, but it doesn't appear to go there. Does it go in the model? Somewhere? In here? There we go. Okay. Open drawer. Okay, this is too cute. All right. So here are the veins. The sails. They're called sails. And they're the sails. Key. Must be this one. We can hope. Metal crank. Okay. Sometimes the clues are actually helpful. Sometimes. Let's go to this one. Doesn't look right. This looks like it should be more of a lever than... Same with that. That lock? It's up there? Whoa, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. This? No, it is not that. Not this. It wouldn't be... Wouldn't be a part of this because we've done that. It's not... Is it this thing over here? Not you. You. Okay. Oh boy. Again. That one needs to be there. Okay. There we go. And we have ads in 40 seconds. So, sorry that I had a break so quickly, and now we have ads again, but we're going to go ahead and do those because I can't snooze it enough to finish the day. So, be back here in about 3 minutes. Finish my little snack there. All right. Now we can go upstairs. Move this mechanism. Open up those doors and find out what that's all about. Oh, there's the Archimedes screw. Excuse me. Question is, how do I get it out of there? It looks like it's big and heavy. Obviously, I get it out of there on the cart, but that's it? Okay. Well, I know where this goes. Excuse me. That is going to go in here. Okay. And then we're going to take this. We've had a lot of these sliding puzzles. Tree. The well. The screw. And the cart. Is this the cart? I need something. Slides in this. 2 steps forward. Then I go to tilt it. Screw comes down on it. Not sure. Oh, is this that? Thought maybe that was the. It is the cogwheel. Okay, perfect. We were in need of that. Not you. You. That there. Need that. And I need this. And I need that. I think that's all there was, right? Okay. Now, metal crank part. The cutter. Plane, a cutter, and a metal crank part. That's going to lift the thing into place once I get it here. This has to move. Excuse me. I need it facing this way. Then I need to be able to turn it. So, did I do this too soon? Excuse me. I have to do something that will make this come out. Or maybe not. Did not see this before. It's not either of those. Hole there. Nope. Nope. was thinking the hook. Can't turn any further than that. That doesn't rotate, that doesn't move. There's the counterweight. Not that one. This one. I don't think there's anything left on the model. To be done. That's closed down, so that's done, that's done. I think we're done in this room, except for this. Okay. That might be the doorway to the next section. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to up the stairs and go to the other time period. I don't think there's anything in there. Maybe one of the items will help me get through the bars in the rear section of the workshop. Didn't I look at that? I was only looking at the Okay, well then. Oh, this is the... Tool with a cross-shaped handle. Okay. I didn't even notice that that's what was going on in here. All right, now, how do I... Tool with a cross-shaped handle. Oh, I see. Well, that's convenient. Now, still can't do anything with this. I don't know what this is doing, if anything. Oh, my Oculus is missing. No. No. It seems like it should be. What have we got recently that has... I have to be able to turn that, which I think is with this. Can't actually click in on that anymore. It just takes me around to the front of this again. No. actually think we're done in this room. I don't think there's anything left. That up there is done. What is the wood plane for? Not something... Done with this. That was a one and done. Just needs a counterweight there. There's a labyrinth in the lower part of the stand next to the well in the garden. Its right side I can see some kind of controller that wasn't there before. What? What kind of crazy talk is that? This. Talking about this. Using the controller, I can move the cart model in 4 directions. Where should I move it? I'm sure I will find out if I examine the images near the corners of the labyrinth. Okay, but how do I move it? Oh. How come that wasn't doing that before? Go that way. Not sure. What, if anything, that did? I need to tilt it. I need to turn it. And then tilt it. I have no idea what that did. An ornament. Okay, that's a flower. I don't know what those are supposed to do. I think the wood plane is used to cut down the tree. Still doesn't tell me how I'm supposed to turn this. All that does is lift it, so that's not what I want. Moss? What about moss? Forgotten Relic coming out Thursday. What is that? Another puzzle game? You know how many games I have? The backlog of infinite sadness. You're a little mouse. A mouse? Isn't there one out right now, though, that's Mouse PI or something? Welcome home, Panda. It's Panda's fault that I have a backlog of infinite sadness. Okay, that doesn't work. This won't change any. Apparently, I'm done with it. How am I done with that? There it goes. But that tree is still in the way. I was hoping that there was an edge on the bridge that could connect the wood plane. I have a punch card for 6 backlog games, and then I can buy a new full price game. Oh, yeah, Steam Summer. It was a VR title, and this was going to be a sequel, but VR isn't the greatest, so they just made it a normal game. Okay. I was hoping that I could connect it here, and then that would cut the tree, but that's not happening. I don't know how to get that to rotate so I can put the thing in place. Stick it to your wish list. Trees in the way, wouldn't going back in time, fix it. That is back in time. This is today. The tree is there. So I need to cut the tree down, but I don't know how to cut the tree down. Yeah, because the tree's not here now. With an axe. I don't have an axe. I have a wood plane. That's what I have. I have a wood plane. And a couple of this tool with a crochet handle and this flower thing, and then the wood plane. All I have. I have to rotate this, but I don't know how, so that this will lift that up there. So then the counterweight will work. So we can tilt the sails so they won't get in the past, so they won't get destroyed by a tornado or whatever it is that came across here. This stairwell doesn't exist. Right now, this bridge goes over there. He can't move over here because of the tree. But I can't even reach in the past to do anything with. Very frustrating. No, that's done. And this came out of there, so that's... I need some kind of a bar here, and I think that's what turns that. And I've actually had a couple... This just turns so that I can lift it, but I gotta get it into position first. There have been a couple of actually helpful clues. The ornament must fit somewhere. I should look at it more closely. I don't remember seeing anything that looks that way. Because everything has been here. That's done. No. No. Obviously no. My brain may just be done for today. That's done. That just was to get whatever it was out of there. That's done. This is done. This is done. I think that's where I got this, actually. I think that was just telling me that I needed to do this to move the giant Archimedes spring. We're done with this. We're done with this whole desk. We're done with that. Drawer, drawer, drawer. where the little cart came from. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Turn it, and then I lift that so that I can change the sails. This is done. There's nothing in this room, and everything in here that we can do. Can't even manipulate this because it was about that. So it's got to be in the past. That's a one and done. This is completely done. Has to be in the past. But what? And where and how? Because there's only this much space in the past. That's a done. This is done. Nothing else in there for me to get. I need a counterweight. That can't click on here. No tree. Need to get rid of the tree. I can't get down in the courtyard to do anything about the tree. Because the bridge won't go across, so I can go down the stairs. All right, are you going to be a useful clue? I did that. Didn't I do that? I don't. Doesn't go if I go that way. Doesn't go if I go this way. Nothing rotates. Nothing rotates. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. This doesn't work. There and here. But it's not fitting. Oh, it's because I didn't have it. Okay. Yes, it's already 4 o'clock. I'm...
Oh, with the lurk!
Thank you for the alert, Tyler. But it is already 4 o'clock. So, we need to do this. Oh, I need to turn that off. I didn't do, did I? I did not do Word Nerd today. Garden Path sentence. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Boy, my brain is just... By the time we get to this, I'm just done, you know? All right. Let me see about finding a raid target. Tomorrow, Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Your brain had enough puzzles to figure out today. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And Moise, thank you for being here. I enjoy the give and take. And for you who are lurking, I appreciate that you're there. It's important to me. Thank you all so much for coming and spending part of your day with me. I do appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying the content and the puzzles and the craziness on horseback, whatever it is that you're watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Please come back and visit with me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday is noon to 4 Central. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Red Dead Redemption. Thursday is 2 to 6. And this week, I am going to be looking new to me game. I'm going to be setting up a Warframe because on Saturday, I'm going to be playing with a friend, Trillium Crown, who's also brand new to the game. So looking forward to that. I hope that you will join me in another stream. As always, be kind. Everybody's going through something, and what you're going through, others may not understand in the same way that you don't understand what somebody else is going through. But your actions and your words can have an effect, either positive or negative. So be kind. Treat each other with a little bit of grace, including yourself. Happy time zone to everyone. Hang around and watch Make It Rain because she is a lovely streamer. And I will see you the next time we play a game. As soon as the countdown is done. Bye now.
For those times you just want to set everything down. Forget your burdens, give up a frown. You're our friend, come on in, we'll come home. We're all here, come on in, welcome home. Life can be like a puzzle to solve. The pieces are everywhere and your thoughts just revolve. But when you laugh with your friends and their hugs all around, when you're quiet